We had a little disturbance yesterday at about 11:05 a.m. The prisoners at Tango 11 had just done recreating, and when they were being placed back into their cells, they started a little mini riot, if you want to call it that, or a little rebellion in the Tango 11 recreational hall. The way they started it was by first attacking one of the officers that works in the building, and they started choking him. And when the other two officers who were also there saw that, they went to the aid of the fellow colleague. And of course, we always have trustee inmates in every building, and they too went to assist with separating the officer from the inmate who had grabbed the officer. When the others saw that happening, then they went to, I guess, support the prisoner that was initially choking the first officer. So it became an all-out fight between 8 prisoners and the pre-prison officers and the inmates who went to the aid of the officer. Initially, the response was by the other 2 prison officers who were also assigned to the building, as well as the trustee inmates who went to the rescue. That is how it initially started. And then, of course, the alarm was sounded over radio, and the quick response team mobilized and reached there in about, let's say, probably a couple of seconds. And in about 10 minutes' time, we had the matter under proper control, and we arrested the 8 prisoners. Actually, it was 10 initially, but the investigation thus far is revealing that 2 of the 10 had nothing to do with it. They just happened to be collateral damage. This incident thus far seems to be what you call an isolated incident, and there seems not to be any way we would have been able to curb this one, because what we have here is pretty much 8 prisoners who obviously want to have their own way and obviously are dissatisfied with, I guess, the restrictive life of prison. I will tell you that the mastermind, without wanting to call any names, because I don't want to be giving any more prominence to these people, definitely is a problematic inmate, has been in and out of prison over the years, and he's awaiting trial for murder. So that is his tendency. And he was, the other guys, to the best of my mind, with the exception of one more, they are fairly okay prisoners. We don't know them to be problematic, and that is why I think it would have been hard to even predict this one. So I will say this is an isolated incident.